All right. Hello again, everybody, and good morning. So today, yes, it's Russ here with another one as always. Today, okay, we are going to be uh taking a look at even more stuff, right? Because apparently now, Carrie is in trouble with Charlie Gold for some reason. And Hikari streamed about that earlier. Carrie got dragged by Charlie Gold. Okay. Oh my. Hey, Carrie bored housewife life. Guess who dragged you today? You've made it. Charlie Gold. Last live stream timestamp 37 minutes. And boy, did she go the fuck off on you for saying the N word. Yikes. Can't wait for your reaction. Oh, you know what? I want to see what Charlie Gold had to say. I'm curious. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, yeah, Hakati says 37 minutes, right? Let's take a look at that. Um, so it was Charlie Gold's last live stream. It's okay. So this is about Amberlyn Reed. Let's see.
You've seen Prager use 5
Okay,
minute
now the call was coming from inside the house, Amberlyn Reed.
videos. They've changed a lot of minds, maybe even
Let's
yours.
see
But
what
making
she had to
like
say about
writers,
Carrie.
research.
Okay, 37 minutes.
She has the choice to move on and not address anything, but it's really hard to avoid it and skirt around it with the following that she built. So it's going to be very interesting to me.
Okay.
Amber is a booger eater, and Kicking Geese shouted you out in her stream. For real? Kicking Geese, if you see this, thank you for that. Kicking Geese, if you see this, baby, I've been watching you from the start of my channel.
37 minutes. She's not even talking about Carrie. Let's see.
Shout out to you. And one of the reasons, and I don't say this often just because I know it's corny or whatever, but one of the reasons I used to stay away from Kicking, been a fan for years. So shout out to you when it comes to this space. Let's be very clear. Katie Davis, thank you so much for the super chat. No, for real, Katie, shout out. Let's get right to work. Catch the replay, baby. But I appreciate you. I appreciate you stopping in, and thank you for the support. I appreciate you. Vogress, welcome to the Gold Cluster. You are Supreme, so you got access to the Discord. Let's get.
She ain't even talking about Carrie. All right, well, whatever. Oh, wait a minute. No, it was Hikati stream. Excuse me. I think, right? Let's see. Hang on. Yeah, because wait. Let's see.
That's, you know what, Tasha? Go fees, abusive. That's, you know what, Tasha? Got a dude for you. Okay? Yeah, sure, he did try to take his own life a little bit ago. Owes what, $500,000, he said?
Yeah,
in medical fees, abusive.
Yeah, she did not. She didn't even talk about Carrie. But anyway, yeah, so whatever, because I did look at the timestamp myself. Nothing about Carrie was there. But anyway, all right, now we have something else for more City Internet. I decided to look into those articles that were recently shown about Miss Parker. I just want to preface by saying I've never watched a Miss Parker stream in my life, and I have no idea who any of these people are, so I could be completely wrong about everything in this. But this seemed like the most logical explanation to me. If you know any more or can help me fill in the blanks or just want to rage about me being wrong, feel free. Okay, monograph. What is this? Okay, Miss Parker allegations. All right. Oh boy. I am unpacking the recent articles that Hikati's daughter showed regarding Miss Parker. This is extremely hard to piece together because Miss Parker's previous videos appear to be gone. The website hosting the articles is gone, and the videos made by the article writer around this incident are also gone. Without these, it's impossible to know why the author makes these assertions against Miss Parker. The articles: was Las Vegas gangbang organizer Miss Parker sex trafficking ski mask Andy's girlfriend? Porn star Bobby Dillon? Uh, was it Miss Parker who sent Bobby Dillon to participate in the extreme gangbangs that traumatized her? Was Miss Parker, or should we say, is Miss Parker, Bobby Dillon's pimp? We have not been able to archive the video associated with this YouTube page. A great way to start an article is to ask a bunch of questions you can't substantiate. The video underneath is privated. It appears that the Las Vegas swingers party and gangbang organizer known as Miss Parker is very angry with Ski Mask Andy's girlfriend Bobby Dillon for having a relationship with her parents and for speaking out about the dangers of sex work in the pornography industry. Las Vegas sex workers, escorts, and porn stars, both active and retired, may want to avoid the raging alcoholic and exploiter of women known as Miss Parker. Though when sober, Miss Parker claims to be a happily married woman, it does not appear that she isn't actually legally married. According to the investigative YouTuber known as G-Man of GTV Network, she in actuality is a very mentally unstable and angry woman with nothing to do but occupy her days and nights stalking active and retired sex workers, namely porn stars or adult actresses. With all the videos gone, it's hard to substantiate the context around any of the claims made here. Calling G-Man an investigative YouTuber is a choice, though. The video underneath has been removed for TOS violations. On a recent podcast, Ms. Parker openly stated that she organizes and facilitates swingers parties in the area and appears to utilize shooting locations of the legal adult industry to do so. Ms. Parker claims to have worked in the legal adult industry in the past behind the scenes and appears to be involved in a sex trafficking operation linked to the criminals attached to the IP2 network today. Parker is known to promote and showcase the criminal blank, aka Donnie, Long on her recent 2021 live streams. She also labels educated African Americans as Oreos or Oreo cookies. It's important to note that Ms. Parker is a racist who specifically takes issue with and openly hates via her verbal statements white American men. On her live stream, Ms. Parker routinely weaponizes her ethnicity against white Americans in effort to attract donations and other monetary gifts from racists and colorists. Again, Ms. Parker's connection to IP2 is unclear here, and the final commentary about racism is purely an opinion. Ms. Parker and Mr. Stalker, Las Vegas blackmail, abuse threats, and HIV. Beware porn stars, especially women. Okay, Miss Parker, a self-proclaimed gangbang and swingers party organizer who targets current and retired porn stars along with a criminal she calls her husband, who, according to the medical marijuana card he showed on a live stream, is named redacted, falsely claim their victims are victimizing them. The YouTube videos in these articles all appear to be gone, and I have yet to find an archive of any of them. This first video has been privated. As of current, it is being speculated that the Parkers may be one of the sources of much various STDs, including HIV, entering the Las Vegas and Los Angeles adult industry talent pools. As of current, there is proof that when active or retired porn stars, their primary targets, turn down the Parkers' request to engage with them. They initiate online smear campaigns against their targets, claiming the target is HIV positive, usually if the target is a woman, or gay, usually if the target is a man. Link to stream. Okay. It has been observed that everything Miss Parker has claimed a social media personality known as G-Man of the GTV network has done to the felon she calls her husband, she, Miss Parker, in actuality does to her and the criminal she calls her husband's targets. Again, with all the videos gone, it's hard to substantiate the STD claims against the Parkers. However, turn down the Parkers' request to engage with them appears to be referring to the article writer who received the email and the screenshot with a link to a YouTube video. This appears to be Miss Parker offering for the author to come to their stream/panel. Allegedly, Miss Parker is accusing the article writer of being HIV positive. It also appears that the person that the author is saying Miss Parker alleges is gay is G-Man. G-Man is gay. See, now, this is another thing that was talked about, and oh, Cha of the Bodega Bus, right, brought this up to GP. You know, you talk to G-Man, he said this to GP, because GP, you know, had some issues with G-Man, but they became friends again, I believe. And Tragic was like, say, hey, G-Man, you tell everybody I'm black. Okay, I'll forward, all further communications from you will be forwarded to law enforcement. Miss Parker, and what will the charges be? Hey, police officer, there was a lady online that wants to interview me so people can hear my side of the story, and I don't like it. The 2 videos you requested to be taken down are now down. In their place, over the next 2 months, 1 month for each video, I will be releasing it in full with full edits. These next set of videos will be completely my own creative property, and I will be watching your channels and reviewing your content in the future, all within TOS, of course. Thanks again for helping me grow my channel and have fun doing a hobby I have come to love. If you were thinking of doxing me, contact G-Man. He just doxed my husband because he was upset as well. I look forward to hearing from you, and I can't wait to start our new online friendship or rivalry. This appears to be an email correspondence with the author. Notice the initial email from the author to Miss Parker with the subject line, all further communications from you will be forwarded to law enforcement. It's conveniently omitted. Miss Parker appears to be responding to the original email asking what would the charges be, and appears to be asking the author why it would be illegal to approach them for an interview. In the next email, Miss Parker states she will be deleting the videos and doubling down on her assertions by making edited videos from the stream. She also tells the author to reach out to G-Man for her husband's information, which then initiated the first article to be written. In the video above, Miss Parker, aka Blank, who is directly linked to sex trafficking, blatantly lies as her emails to targets are proof of her lies. Not only does Miss Parker and the abusive man she has labeled her husband, Mr. Parker, who self-admittedly is known to make threats to young women he's lured to his home to have sex with, utilize media they don't own the copyright to in their videos they profit from. In addition, they send the videos to the targets they stole the media from in an effort to harass the targets and blackmail them, with the agenda of either deplatforming their targets and or pushing their targets to suicide. The goal appears to be to force their targets to have sex with them. Miss Parker's husband, who is a self-admitted criminal, is likely not a man you should have sex with women due to his threats, abuse, and criminal history. The author accuses Mr. Parker of threatening young women with no apparent context, and then accuses Mr. Parker of stealing media, which sounds like she was just reacting to the author and or G-Man. They then accuse her of using the reaction content to send to their targets, G-Man and or the author, in order to harass them and incite them to commit suicide because they wouldn't have sex with them. Finally, another unsubstantiated claim against Mr. Parker with no proof to back it up. Closer look at this G-Man image. Okay. Okay, these are text messages. Okay, I have 6 drops and have to go finish my divorce. Good, so we getting married now. I know you forgot about me. OMG, I'm so sorry. What was you getting? Lol, babe, just grab me something. I don't know why you always ask me that. Give me some strong shit. Lol, okay. I'm at work. Hit me when you outside. Okay, 2 minutes away. Okay, I'm parked where I was last time, close to the Lowe's. Now again with no context, I would see this conversation and assume this is someone trolling G-Man with a flirtatious conversation. I have no context or information with the article to draw the conclusion that Miss Parker sent these messages. If she did, she's likely just trolling G-Man. If Miss Parker contacts you, it is advised that you not respond. If the Parkers attempt to blackmail, harass, or slander you, it is advised you contact law enforcement. What the Parkers claim one of their targets, G-Man, has done to Mr. Parker, in actuality, Miss Parker routinely does to the targets they slander, blackmail, and threaten upon the targets rejecting their advances, which are usually for sex. It's important to note that both Parkers are rumored to be HIV positive and appear to be linked to the IP2 streamers involved in drug trafficking. Again, the article appears to assert that Miss Parker trolling G-Man amounts to slander, blackmail, and threats for rejecting their advances for sex, and also claims that she is connected to 2 other IP2 streamers involved in drug trafficking. The article finishes with 3 more unavailable videos. These 3 videos were all removed for YouTube TOS violations. The author, uh, pornnewstoday.com, simply displays a WordPress login page and I can look up on the domain, does not provide any further information. Searching for the original articles yielded no results. However, it appears Porn News Today has a YouTube channel where the articles videos would have all come from. The channel stopped posting 2 years ago, but has a lot of videos about Donnie Long and someone named Ski Mask Andy. The YouTube bio has a second website that hosts a new blog by the author, Alexandra Mayers. Looking up more on Alexandra Mayers led me to her personal blog where she had some more some posts tagged with Miss Parker. This post stood out to me. Okay, she says, regardless of how many years it takes, I'm filing court cases against and I'm suing every identifiable person who has maliciously spread the false claim over the years that I have HIV and or AIDS. I've dealt with a lot in life, but that specific false claim about me has been very damaging. A criminal named blank, aka Donnie Long, started it. A sick waste of cells known as Miss Parker continued it and elaborated on it. And since then, anyone who I haven't wanted to affiliate with, work with, be friends with, or sleep with has jumped on the bandwagon. At this stage, people who are just looking for a group to fit in with or for attention will make the false claim about me. So the question now becomes, why is Miss Parker accusing Alexandra Mayers of having HIV? Looking for Alexandra Mayers on Kiwi Farms yields a dead thread from 2016 that claims she's obsessed with Donnie Long, repeatedly makes threats and accusations of people in the industry having HIV, and then mentions the similar complaints of not being able to tell what's real or not on PNT. What the heck is this? Oh, okay. So her porn star name was Monica Foster. Okay, Monica Foster, Alexandra Melody Mayers is a retired porn actress and one of the many people whom Donnie Long has a raging hate boner for. Much like many other people in the porn industry, Monica is a raving loon herself. According to her page on Porn WikiLeaks, she's failed at just about every aspect of her life. Considering the source of this information, it's a bit hard to separate fact from fiction, but I'll provide a rundown anyway. Monica was born in Washington State to a mother who was a teacher and a father who was an engineer. According to the wiki, Monica's father came out of the closet as gay in 1993 and then ran off. Also, according to the wiki, Monica was given everything she needed to succeed in life and still failed. She dropped out of high school, got her GED, and then went to college at Florida Atlantic University. After 1 year, she dropped out to become a stripper. She did that for a few months before quitting because she thought she was better than she was. She then went into porn before retiring after about 35 scenes. That's an incredibly short career, by the way. On average, porn stars usually do at least a couple hundred scenes throughout their careers. Monica has made multiple death threats and has even expressed a desire to have Donnie Long and others killed by Nazis or the KKK. As Donnie Long has a raging hate boner for her, she seems to have one for him too. She posts about him regularly on her website, Porn News Today. She makes claims which may or may not be true and overall seems to be just as bitter about him as he is about her. As detailed in Donnie's thread, this is apparently because they used to date and she dumped him for a black man who may or may not have been. Okay. Monica, oh, this is stuff from Twitter. Okay. All right, I'm only going to read one of these. The sooner the better. I already had to make condoms mandatory in porn because I was sick of the deceased small dick pricks. Don't make me. Oh. Okay, getting into whether or not Alexander has AIDS/HIV or any STDs would be purely speculative and seems to be a rabbit hole itself. To keep a long story short, it appears that IP2 has a trope of calling her AIDS Andy, and it may be related to people around IP2 that she slept with. Conclusion, I still have no idea what's going on here, but if I had to make a purely educated guess, Miss Parker does one or more live streams talking about IP2 and or specifically brings up Alexandra Mayers in relation to this HIV speculation. Per the emails in the second article on October 22nd, Ms. Parker sends a link to Alexandra to have her join her panel and have a discussion. Alexandra replies, threatening to contact law enforcement, and Ms. Parker then doubles down on her accusations. Mayers decides to take Ms. Parker's advice to contact G-Man to get more information on Miss Parker and her husband, and Mayers goes on to write these two articles on October 23rd and 28th, concocting the speculative rumor that Miss Parker and her husband have HIV and are sex trafficking people by reacting to them. All right, well, I'm done now. So that was all quite a bit to go through. And yeah, so take care of yourselves as always and have another great day, folks. Bye.